Hello friends, we'll be discussing certain details about in the case of a death of a partner, what is the treatment that is supposed to be given for a separate life policy. Now, when we understand about joint life policy, it is one scenario. But this separate life policy is individual separate life policy taken for every partner. So what are the treatments that are supposed to be dealt in the case of death of a partner is that two things. First, the assured amount of the specific partner is supposed to be given to his executor. And the second thing is the surrender value of the other separate life policies of the other partners. That means the remaining partners is also supposed to be shared in the profit sharing ratio with all the partners here. That means first thing, that means the assured value will go to the separate partner who has died, and out of the other separate life policies taken by the firm for other partners, the surrender value has to be also shared with this death partner, or rather the dead partner also has to be included in this kind of thing. So how does treatment happen is something that we'll be understanding right now. It is a simple concept, won't take much time, just few journal entries, and that will be that. So let's go ahead and do that out. So when this case or this scenario comes into the picture, these are the two things that you have to take care into consideration. Assured value of the matured policy of the deceased partner, that is first thing. Second thing is the surrender value of the other life policies of the remaining partners. Now, what are the journal entries that you need to pass in case of both these scenarios is something that we'll be understanding right now. So let's go ahead and figure it out. So the first journal entry that will be passing up here is bank account debit to separate joint life policy account. This is the entry that will be passing here. Now this entry will include the value which is supposed to be received on death of this specific partner. So this is the entry that will be passed. Now this is the assured value amount. So if you can see those excess marks that we have made here, those are the assured value amount that is supposed to be received in the bank account, and this has to go to that specific partner itself. That means if the partner A has died, it will go to A. If partner B has died, it will go to partner B accordingly. Apart from that, now let's go on to the separate life policies taken by the firm for the other partners. Of that value, surrender value has to be taken and considered for all the partners in the profit sharing ratio. That's what we'll be dealing with right now. Now the second thing that we'll be doing here is this entry will be passed. Separate life policy of the deceased partner. This will have the assured value mentioned here. Second thing, separate life policy of the remaining partner. This will have the surrender value mentioned here. This will be debited, and the amount that will be credited here, or the accounts those will be credited here, is the first the executor account, which is related to the deceased partner, and the second one is to the remaining partners. And the total of both the surrender value and the assured value will be further segregated or divided between all the partners in the profit sharing ratio. This is how it has to be dealt. So if you can see in such a scenario where both a separate life policy has been mentioned and it has to be dealt with, in this specific way. So I hope these journal entries give you a lot of clarity about how to deal with separate life policy in the first place. What are the journal entries that you have to pass? What is the assured and surrender value that has to be taken into consideration? And how the clubbing or the mixing of both these things will lead to distribution of all this amount between the existing ratios, or between the existing partners and the executors in the profit sharing ratio accordingly. So thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned with Ekeeda and keep subscribing to Ekeeda.